Hey there guys, Cork and Cullen here from MiniWarGaming.com to give you another Warmachine battle report. Today we're playing 50 points of Menoth versus Trollbloods. Let's go ahead and check it out. Starting off, we have my 50 points, I almost said 35 there, I'm just so used to that. 50 points of Menoth being led by Malachus. And there's a little bit of a strategy to what I brought here. So Malachus's feat Raging Fire makes it so that on fire continuous effects and fire damage rolls, everything gets an additional die for damage. Well, things that light people on fire are my light jack here with a flamethrower, my incinerator, who has punchy fists that can light things on fire, or probably my incinerators right there can punch things and light them on fire. Then I've got my heavy jack here, who can also light things on fire. I forgot what he's called. I believe it's the castigator, that's it. He can light things on fire when he punches them. Then I've got the choir in the back there to try and boost the power of these jacks. But I've also got the Covenant of Menoth, the book right there. It can do a spell that makes so that everything within a certain range, whether it's a melee attack or ranged attack, on hit will cause the fire continuous effect. Which is why I have my errants right here, who have crossbows. They're range 10 and have a fairly good shooting ability, so they're going to try and shoot stuff and light even more on fire. Once I've got a good portion of your army, or your whole army for that matter, on fire, Malachus is going to move up with his 14-inch control range and pop his feet. So that means that none of your fire continuous effects are able to expire, and it's going to be POW 12s at 3 dice damage. So hopefully that'll put a little bit of hurt on you. And just to make sure that I'm able to manage my focus accordingly, I brought a Hierophant so that I can do Harmonious Exaltation and reduce the cost of one of my spells if I need to. But that is my list right there. Oh, and I brought a Knight Exemplar because, well, you know, they're tough to kill when they've got like 15 health boxes because of all the guys around them. So, should be fun. There is my 50 points of Menoth. Let's go ahead and check out the Trollbloods.
And here is my 50 points of Trollbloods. So we start off with our caster Ragnar, whatever, he's the battle box caster, with a 5 unit of Trollkin champions. We have some Fenblades, there's 6 of them. We have the Creelstone Bearers. And for our War Beasts, we have a Impaler, a Mauler, Bouncer, and an Axer. So I don't know if I have it as complex of a strategy as Cork did. I kind of just added some cool stuff. I used the little pamphlet that comes with the battle box as kind of a help to try to build this list a little bit with the Creelstone Bearers and the Mauler here. We didn't necessarily have the 2 units they included, but these were 2 that we had that I thought were pretty cool looking. So I thought I'd give them a try. And that would be my 50 points of Trolls.
And here we have the board that we're going to be playing on today. It's a very forested area, kind of a little different than what we normally do. We usually have the houses and buildings everywhere. So figure let's switch it up a little bit, use some of that new terrain we got, and make a nice little forested area, ruins type board. Left it very open in the middle because we still haven't decided what type of snare we're going to play, so I'm going to roll for that right now. And we're getting a 7. 7 is going to be Mosh Pit. Ooh, I like this one. So, Mosh Pit is, before the start of the game, mark a 12-inch diameter control zone in the center of the table. When placing terrain, do not place any obstacles within the control zone. Starting on the second player's second turn, a player scores 1 control point if he controls the zone at the end of the turn. Players deploy normally, so we still have the 7-inch and the 10-inch. The victory condition, the player controlling the last Warcaster or Warlocks remaining in play wins the game. Player also wins upon scoring 3 control points. And for this game, we are playing a little bit of a larger point game, so we're going to leave it at the 3 points for this one, just so that we don't have to drag it out too long. And now we're going to roll to see who gets to go first. There's a white die for Colin.
So I will roll a 1.
Look at you go! Oh. Well, there goes all my cockiness.
Let's try that again. What?
Okay. Okay.
Don't you love dice? Okay, well, I'm pretty sure.
There we go!
Alright.
So, I want to go... I think I'm going to actually go second, because I know where the zone's going to be. We're going to have to adjust a little bit of the terrain here so that it accommodates for that. But I think I'm going to want to go second here. I want a little bit of a further deployment zone, and I want to be able to counter against you. Plus, going second's awesome. So, yeah, we're going to go straight to deployment now.
Alright.
Here we go. So deployment is done, starting off with my Menoth. I have my incinerators right here. I've got my light jack with the flamethrower, whose name I always forget. It's not the Ravager. Repenter, that's the one. The Repenter's right there. Then I have my Castigator right here. Then I have my Ravager right there. I've got my Caster, Hierophant, Choir, Book, and Errants with the Solo right there in Advanced Deployment. On the other side of the board,
we have our Impaler on the flank with the champions. We got our Caster, our Bouncer right next to him. We got the Stone Bearers, the Mauler up front with the Axer, and then the unit of Fenblades.
All right, and like I said before, I want to go second, so here we go into Colin's turn 1. All right, starting off,
we will activate the Impaler here, and he's just going to run up 10.
All right, speed 5, so
we'll begin the advance.
You're gonna hide behind that wall, aren't you?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
I feel it coming on. He's gonna hide behind that wall. Next up,
the champions are going to just continue the advance.
All right, and again, they're also speed 5, so they're just running on up. Now, do they get a bonus for being in base to base?
Yes, they do.
And what bonus is that?
They gain +2 defense when in base to base,
right,
and cannot be knocked down.
And what's that ability called?
Defensive line.
Very nice.
Now we're going to go with the Mauler, and he is also going to just run, and he's speed 5 also. So continuing the 10-inch advance, we're gonna have him run a little bit more this way. Try to get closer to that wall. The Bouncer, also gonna run. Just going up, not the full distance, but just right there. Now I'm gonna activate the Axer, and he's actually just going to move his base move of 5, just up to the tree. And we're actually going to Rile for 1 over here.
Okay. Next up,
we're gonna have our, well, let's just go with the Caster right now.
Okay.
And first of all, he's going to take 4 Fury and put it onto the Stone Bearers. And then he's just going to advance up. He's gonna run.
Okay.
Just getting close to his Bouncer.
All right.
Now my Stone Bearers are going to run. So now they have a base 4-inch bubble on the Stone Bearer. When I spend 1 Fury point, they get a 4-inch +1 for every Fury point on them bubble that boosts all models in it to +2 armor. So now with 4, if I spend 1, I can boost it for a 7-inch bubble. But we're not going to do that right away. We're going to camp that for now, and we're going to just start to trek this way as we run.
Right there.
Next, the Fenblades gonna run again. We're gonna try to go 6 and 4. Trying to fill that gap a little more. 8 and 2. Landing like so. And that is everything activated.
Cool. Going over to Menoth's turn 1, start of the control phase, I'm going to have all of my jacks power up and get 1 focus. Ta-da.
Any further allocation?
Nope, I think at this point I'm just going to have them all run into a better position.
Okay.
So starting off, what I'm going to do is have my Errants run. I'm going to start with the Seneschal just so that he doesn't quite get in the way, but I'm going to go like this and try and go for a really hard flank here. So right there, I'm not too worried about this position because your guys are speed 5, you don't really have a way of speeding them up, and I'm currently 14 inches away from you, so I should be safe there. And with that, I'm just going to move everybody else into a similar position, like so. Come in here, and right there. There we go. Next up is the Castigator, going to spend that focus and just run. He's going to run right to here, and just sort of toe that area. It doesn't really get him anything, but I'm in a better position now to kind of do a counter charge if you get a little too close. Okay, next up is going to be the Ravager. Just going to run right into here. And then I'm also going to have my Repenter do the exact same. Just getting into a fairly good position to start that early flamethrower. Then the Choir's going to run. Their speed 6, so I got 10. And then 2 right here. They're all just going to kind of form a little bit of conga line here. Okay, just like that. Then the book's gonna go, it's just gonna run over this wall to right here. Get into a position where I can actually throw out that bubble. Incinerators are gonna run just right up to here. So these guys are the ones that if they melee something and kill it, it blows up into a giant fiery ball.
I don't want that to happen.
So, come on, just come a little bit closer. Let me light you on fire.
Sounds like a bad time.
Hierophant's gonna go 5 to right here, and angle so you can see the caster, and Harmonious Exaltation, making the next spell my caster casts cost 1 less. Then I'm gonna have my caster go, moving up 5 to right here, range 6 on them, and I'm gonna have him cast Ignite. Normally it costs 2, I only have to spend 1. So now they have +2 to their damage rolls, and they also get critical fire. So if I roll critical hits, then you get the fire continuous effect on you. And that will be the end of my turn and round 1. So going into round 2 now, we have Cullen's Trollbloods. Quick correction, I looked at the wrong card on these guys. They're actually speed 4, so they could only run 8 inches, so I'm just going to back them up so that I'm not cheating. As much as I want to get them in melee, I can't that quickly. Start of Cullen's turn.
We're gonna leech all the fury back, putting us back to 6 total. So we're gonna start with the Impaler and have him just do a basic move up 5. See where he can get to right there. So now he's going to cast Snipe on himself, giving him an extra 4 inches for his throwing spear. And then he's going to throw his spear at the Repenter because it's just within 12. And we're going to boost the hit on that because we are only rat 5 on him.
And going against defense 12 here, so you're looking for a 7. That's going to do it.
And I believe that's a crit.
That is definitely a crit. So it's going to push me back D3 and knock me down. Correction, D6. I thought that was D3. This just got so much grosser.
Going back 5.
Alright, so in a direct line from there, we'll push him into...
The other Jack, looks like?
Yeah, and it's a push, not a slam, so it just stops right there and he's knocked down. Correction, that's a slam! This is gross! I'm not happy about this.
I like it.
So I'm now slammed into this model, and we're both going to be knocked down. He's going to be taking a POW 9 because it's just a strength, but the spear gets added to this, so it's going to be a POW 13. 3 dice damage because I'm getting slammed into a model of equal base size, and you can boost it to 4 dice. Do you want to boost it to 4?
Yeah, I do.
Alright, so 4 dice damage. Is this POW 13?
Yep.
So it's going to be dice minus 4. And that's going to do 10 to my 6. So single-handedly taking out my flamethrower and knocking him down. So he's knocked down. Then you got a POW 9, 2 dice damage against him. It's going to be dice minus 8.
Nothing.
But he is also knocked down.
So after that awesome attack, we're going to have these guys run up to the wall. They got 10 inches and they're just going to try to everybody get behind the wall and get covered. We're going to go with the stone holder here next because we want to make sure that we can get everybody into the range of the aura. Right. So we're going to run them and we're going to put the stone right there. And then get everybody within 3 so they can jump in front of an attack if they need to. So now we're going to activate our caster and he's going to walk up 5, getting right there. And then he's going to first start by casting, see what's it called, Pulverizer, which gives +2 strength and melee weapons gain beatback onto the Mauler for 3, and that's an upkeep. And then he's also going to, maybe not. Yeah, we're going to transfer 1 more fury over to the Stone Bearers, so now they're up to 5, which is their max. So now the Mauler is just going to move to there. Bouncer's still going to tuck in a little bit, but leaving line of sight to possibly charge if we need to. And now these guys are just going to get within 11 of your, what are these guys called over here?
My errants?
Yep. Moving the rest of them like so. And now the Axer is going to activate, and he's going to run and head out this way. 7, 8, 9. And making sure we can reach these guys next turn. Yep. Moving one more.
So maintenance phase, I have nothing to take care of. So control phase, gonna get my focus back, spend the 1, so I'm back at 5 to upkeep ignite, and then I've got the power up, so I've got 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna allocate 1 to both of these guys so that they can stand up. Starting off with the Coven of Menoth, I'm gonna have him do his magical ability, Flames of Wrath. So choose a friendly faction model/unit for 1 round. While affected models are in the command range, enemy models directly hit by their melee or range attack suffer continuous fire. And I'm going to pick my errants with their crossbows.
Oh, of course you are.
Just checking to see where the 10 inches gets me. Pretty far, so I'm going to have all my errants move up their 5 just to right here. So he's still within. Still within.
Now you have to stay within that command distance?
I don't have to stay within it, but if I want to be able to light you on fire, I do.
Yeah, so to use that ability.
Yeah, and I want to make sure I can use that ability, so not going faster than my speed 5, but also staying within, and the rest are just going to move up their 5. So they've all moved, staying within 10 of the book so that they can still do the fire damage, and I'm going to have them shoot at various targets over here. So starting off with this guy, range 10, I'm going to make sure I got the range on him. And I do. I'm going to shoot at this guy.
Okay.
Defense 12, so I'm looking for a 6 to hit. That's going to hit, so you are lit on fire, and because I still have Ignite up, it's also +2 to the damage, so your armor 14.
Yep.
This is dice -2. That's going to do 3 damage.
1 damage each.
Alright. Then I'm going to have this guy back here shoot at that guy right there.
Okay.
That's going to hit. And that's going to take him out.
I have actually tough check to do. So for the first guy who just got removed, did get removed, and now the guy who's being hit,
he stays, but he's knocked down.
So that's hit right there.
So then I'm going to fire here, not double ones. That's going to hit.
Yep.
And light you on fire was critical if you weren't lit on fire already. And now you're dead.
Okay. Still took an extra shot off you though.
Then I'm going to have this guy. Let's see what is in range for him. So I want to try and get those guys in the back. No, this is going to be the farthest shot I have available to me. So I'm just going to fire it at him.
Okay.
So that's going to hit. That's going to force a tough check.
And am I going to make it? I do.
Okay, do I have another guy within range 10? I just barely. Oh, I got this guy too. So.
Yep.
Alright, so not double ones to hit him. Ooh, close.
Crit fire though.
Yeah, he's...
Yeah, now he's out.
I've still got 2 more shots here. I'm going to fire them into your Axer, so still looking for a 6 to hit here. No. Huh. Alright, and the other shot. That's going to hit, crit, but you're already lit on fire from my command ability. And he's armor 16?
He, I believe, is. Let me double check though. He's 17 actually.
Okay, so it's dice -5, and I need a column dice potentially here. Nope, so you're fine, but you are lit on fire.
But I am fiery.
Gonna have the choir go next, and they're actually going to put a ability on the jacks here. I don't want to get shot with that impaler again, so I am going to put passage up on them, where the jacks can't be targeted by non-magical ranged attacks. This will last for 1 round.
That was fun.
I'm sure it was. That's why I don't want to have to deal with it again.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to have this guy. If I run, I can get right up in your face. That means you'll have to deal with me, so I think that's what I'm going to do. So he's going to run right to here. Just like that. Next I'm going to have the Ravager go, and he is going to run. So he's going 5 right there. Well, that was more like 3, but he's going to get right up to here.
Uh-huh.
And just kind of chill out right. Yeah, right there. Then my caster's going to activate. I'm going to have him just move up to right here with the choir. Check my control, and I have my arc in range. And I have 4 focus available, so I'm going to spend that and throw a scourge through here into that guy.
Okay, so what does that do, sir?
It is a 3-inch AoE POW 13, and if basically models hit are knocked down. So
I don't like that.
Defense right now is 16.
Okay.
So, because you're 12 normally, right?
I believe so. I think my entire faction, yes.
Okay, so you're
almost
16.
pretty much always defense 12.
Alright, so I'm looking for a 9 to hit here. No, so it's going to deviate.
Okay.
Right.
Let's get the template out 1 second.
So going straight from him, white will be the direction, blue will be the distance. It's going 1 inch to the 2, so it's going to go
literally
right
one
there.
over and still hit everybody.
Yep.
Darn.
So that's going to hit everybody. It's going to hit them with a POW 7. So what's their armor? So I need to roll a 10 to hurt any of them. First one. Nope. Middle one. Nope. That one. Far one in the back here. Nope. And the last guy. No. So close.
No damage, but you did kind of nullify them for a turn, which is...
They're all knocked down, which makes me quite happy.
It does not make me happy, sir. Not at all.
Then this guy's going to move up to right... Well, if he moves up to here, I'm gonna start measuring some stuff. And the Repenter's gonna go 5 to right here. And I pre-measured this one a little bit. Keeping the focus with him. And I'm actually gonna fire my flamethrower at your one Creelstone guy back there, which will cause this to go over
everybody, except for that guy there.
Yeah, so 4 people are getting covered here. It ignores the wall that you're hiding behind, and since you're knocked down, your defense 5. I'm rat 5.
I don't even get my base-to-base bonus, do I?
Nope. And
darn.
I'm not able to miss now because I can't roll double ones because you crippled my arm, and so the lowest I'll roll is a 6.
Yeah.
So they're all getting hit with a POW 12, 1 dice damage. Not really doing much here, but the point is to light you all on fire.
Still armor 16.
So armor 16 against POW 12, I need 5.
Showing the guy in the front there first.
So we'll start with him. I need a 5. No. Need a 5. No. That guy. Nope. And the back guy. Hey, there we go. Tough check for him. Oh no, you're knocked down. No tough check. He's just dead.
Nope. They do actually have boxes. They have 5 boxes for these guys.
Well, la-di-da. There goes 2 boxes. Lastly, I got my Incinerators who are going to run 8. And just get into a good position right here. And here. And right there. Coming right in here. And the last guy's going to fit in right there.
Getting lots of models into that zone.
That was the idea. So now that and I've got my Hierophant. He's just got to go chill out right here. I forgot the order there. I should have put Harmonious on him first. That way he'd still have a focus left over. But pretty sure I'm far enough away that I don't have to worry about it. And on that note, I'm going to end my turn and score 1 point.
Yeah, you are.
So one thing that I had to double check because I was curious about it, they changed the rule for it. It's not double ones is always a miss, it's a roll of all ones is a miss. So if I'm rolling 1 die, I can still roll a single 1, and that means all dice are still 1s. So I have to roll to hit everybody. So first guy, good. Second guy, good. Third guy, good. And the one who took damage, good. Okay, so everybody stays hit there. So I did want to double check and confirm that rule. So no longer is it double 1s and double 6s are automatic hits. It's all dice have to be 1s and all dice have to be 6s for automatic hits and automatic misses.
Interesting. That's actually kind of a cool little difference, and it's one of those things you don't really notice until you get into the game and a situation like this comes up.
Exactly. Start of the maintenance phase, gotta do some fire damage rolls. So starting over with the Axer, gonna see if that goes out on a 1 or 2. No. So taking a POW 12 fire damage roll, nothing. Okay, then we've got your 4 guys tucked in here. So starting off with the first one, it goes out, and you got the middle guy. Does not go out, so POW 12, dice minus their armor 16, right?
Yes, they are.
Dice minus 4. That's going to do 5 damage. That should probably kill him.
Yep, that's just enough.
Knocked down, so no tough check. Then we've got this guy right here. So it goes out.
Awesome.
And then the one in the back. Does not go out. Dice minus 4. And that's 3.
3 to this guy?
Yep, he's dead.
I think that's the guy who's already been damaged.
Yep, so that'll kill him.
Okay.
Yay!
And then we're going to leech the 1 and the 3 Fury from here and spend 1 to upkeep Pulverizer.
Starting off with the Axer.
So we are going to use the Axer's Animus, first of all, which is Rush, giving him +2 movement and Pathfinder. But the Pathfinder is not what we want, but we just want the +2, and then we are going to charge that unit there.
All right, now remember my large jack has a 1-inch reach, so you want to avoid getting caught in that during the charge.
Yes, we're gonna have to pull out a counter.
All right. So he's gonna go for this counter here. We checked the range. It is gonna pass through my melee arc, so I'm gonna need a 4 to hit him. That's definitely gonna hit. Ooh, and it's also gonna light you on fire. And I'm gonna get 3 dice damage here. Your armor is 16?
Yes, I am. So 17 on 17. The Axer.
Okay, so it's gonna be dice minus 1 for damage here. And that's gonna do 8 to your 3.
Okay.
So that one hit completely took out the Axer's body.
Yeah, that was a risk. I was trying to... There was no real good spot to land as well as this spot, because I do have Thresher, so we can hit every model within 2 inches.
Yep.
So my goal was to try to demolish that unit, but getting that hit now actually kind of ruins that plan a little bit. But we will see what we can do.
All right, so you can do your Thresher, which means you're mat 6.
I am indeed.
Mat 6, so you're gonna need 6s to hit. So starting with this guy here, that's gonna hit, and you need a 5 to kill. Nope.
1 dice damage because my body is destroyed.
Yeah. Then you got this one here. That's gonna hit, and 1 dice. No. Then him. That's gonna miss. And you got this guy here. There's a little crack that you can see him through. That's gonna hit. And nope.
No.
And here will hit. 1 dice.
Oh. Darn.
No. And the last one. Miss. Huh.
Well, that was highly disappointing.
Because you're, just to clarify why that you needed a 5 or 6, your POW...
14.
14. I'm armor 16, but because I have my Seneschal, I have unyielding, so while they're engaged, they go up to armor 18. So, yeah.
Darn.
Correction, reroll for these 2 here, because they only have a 1/2-inch reach. I thought it was an inch, so you need a 3 for him. There it is, and a 3 for this one. No. So this guy's gone. Now these guys do, in the maintenance phase, have a vengeance move they could have done. There's nothing for them to attack, but you can still do that 3-inch move.
Quirk is being nice enough to allow me to do it right now, because I kind of forgot that one. So next off, after that failure, we're gonna now activate the Fen Blades over here, and they're going to activate and charge.
Okay, we'll see where they end up. Landing right there, so we have this charge on my Seneschal, and charge right there. Positioned it so well that neither of these guys are engaging, so I don't get a yielding bonus. Looking for a 6 to hit here with the charge. No.
Darn.
Uh-oh. Okay, 6 right here. Got it. And this is crazy in POW. What's your base POW?
12.
12. So you got 3 dice. He's just gonna be dead. And yeah, I'm gonna let him die. I'm not gonna sack pawn anybody. And then we have this one here.
6.
Got it. And splat. Yeah.
So now we're going to have our caster activate. He's going to...
He's a warlock.
Warlock. Yeah, he's a warlock caster. He's going to stand right there. And then he's going to spend, I believe it is 3? Yes. 3 Fury to cast Shockwave on that jack there.
My arc node?
Yep. We're going to boost this to hit using a total of 4 Fury because we really want this to hit.
Looking for a 6.
And we're good.
Alright, and what does Shockwave do?
So I center a 4-inch AoE right here, and it knocks everybody down.
Ouch. Does it do damage?
Yeah, I believe it's POW 14.
POW 14. Okay, so POW 14 on my light jack to start. He is currently armor 19. So it's going to be dice minus 5. That's going to do 2 to which column? 2 to the 2. And then dice minus 10 on these 2, starting with him.
Are they just 1 box?
Nope, they have 5 boxes each. Nope. And the other one? No. Okay, so
the big guy?
Oh, right, and the big guy. That's going to be dice minus 12. You can't hurt him unless you want to boost it.
I do not.
No.
Let's roll for fun.
Alright. Next up.
So we're going to have the Mauler go, and he's going to use his own animus, which is Rage, on himself for 1 Fury.
And what does it do?
Let me just double check it's not 2. It is 2. Okay. I thought I was like, that's cheap for 1, but that gives me +3 strength.
Ooh.
And then we're going to charge.
What are you going to charge?
That guy right there.
No! Don't you do it. Don't you do it. That's not cool, man.
I won't do it.
That's not cool, man.
I can't get closer to your... There.
Okay. Well, you automatically hit with your charge attack. You are POW now, what?
POW?
Yep.
So I'm base 16 with my big meaty fists.
So you
plus 2 for pulverize, and then plus 3 from my rage.
So you're POW 21.
I am indeed POW 21.
That's dice plus 2 for damage on your 3 dice charge.
Yeah.
That's gonna do 5, 9, 10, 11 to the 3. That's not cool, man. And your second attack, automatically hitting, not 3 dice, 2 dice.
Oh yeah. Lame.
Trying to cheat. Dice plus is are you just buying another attack?
No, he has 2 base attacks, 2 hands.
Oh, gross. Okay, dice plus 2. That's another 11.
Yeah.
Stop!
Yeah.
Then you have chain attack headbutt.
Yep. So we do get a free headbutt for doing actually hitting with both my
And what's the
weapons.
Strength of your guy?
So he is just base strength 12.
Okay, so it's gonna be dice minus 7.
Oh, well, I guess he's 12 plus 2 plus 3.
Okay,
so,
dice minus 2.
So still pretty good for a free attack.
And that's gonna do
6 to the 3.
6 to the 3. My poor Castigator has 5 boxes left, man. This is not cool.
One more attack.
Automatically hits.
Let's see what we can do.
And he's wrecked. That's not cool, man.
I think that was pretty sweet.
I like this Jag. He's like my strongest Jag. Dude, I'm gonna tell my mom on you.
Really?
Yeah, I'll do
your
it.
Mom.
I'll do it.
You're gonna bring your mom into this?
I will.
Let's do it. I dare you.
He's doing it. I'm calling my mom, man.
Unless she doesn't pick
I was
up.
saying, unless they don't answer the phone.
Pardon me?
Can I talk to mom?
Alright. Hello?
Mom,
What? Are you okay?
Cullen killed my Castigator.
Oh, honey. Does it still have a little bit of focus?
You mean my caster?
Yeah.
No, I left him out in the open with no focus.
Oh my goodness. Is he hiding behind a wall?
He's behind some dudes, not a wall.
Oh, sweetheart. That's a dumb move. People know that you're supposed to save and protect your caster. You're supposed to put him behind walls.
Mom, you're not helping the argument.
I'm sorry.
You're supposed to be helping me. Cullen's being mean. He killed my biggest jack.
Are you at least playing second?
Yeah, I took second turn.
Okay, so therefore, you are smart enough to figure this out. You can do it, honey. You need to protect your caster, get him behind some walls so he's really, really safe, and you can get him. He may have won this little move, but you can win the battle, kiddo.
Thanks,
You're
Mom.
smart enough.
Love you.
And you tell him that you're better than him.
Yeah, I'm better than you.
I don't agree.
Well, you watch and see who wins at the end of the day, buddy.
Mom's got my side. Thanks,
Love
Mom.
you, kiddo.
Love you too.
Bye-bye.
After Mama said knock you out.
Next up is my bouncer, who's going to charge.
Okay.
Your jack right there. So we got 10 inches. We have range. Yep. So we need to get all the way up within ½ inch.
Okay.
Ah,
Stop cheating.
I can't do it.
Okay, we'll treat it as it's where it's supposed to be.
Here, I'll put you on top of me.
And automatic hit against the charging model. And I don't believe I get my shield bonus because I'm knocked down, but I'll double check that. So.
Oh, well, I'm gonna attack with my ball and chain first
Oh,
anyway.
right, so you ignore it. That's right.
So-
That's what I was thinking of.
Yep. And where is my card? Here it is. So the first attack, so it hit, right?
Yep.
And so it is normally POW 12, and so it is POW 12.
Okay, so power 12 against armor 17 is going to be dice minus 5. 5 damage, look at that! Woo! You are a champ.
Darn!
And a power 11 shield, so it's dice minus, that does nothing. Actually, wait, power 11, that's going to do 5, 6, 7, 8, nope, does nothing. I'm armor 19, the shield. Next.
The bouncer's gonna buy an attack with his chain, his ball and chain.
Mm-hmm.
So does it auto hit still?
Yep.
Okay. So POW 12 against armor 17.
Dice minus 5. 1 damage to the 2.
Come on. So that ends the bouncer. He didn't do as much damage as I was actually expecting. Probably should have thought of that a little bit farther, but he's just going to move up all the way to there and then throw a spear into this guy.
All right. So knockdown, so you just need anything but double ones.
So we hit.
Was that a crit? That was a crit.
Yeah, ooh, wow, that was.
That was definitely a crit.
Sweet.
So how far am I getting slammed? 5. Directly away will push me
Back
right there.
That guy.
So both are knocked down. Wait, I don't know if he's already knocked down. I don't know if you can slam a knockdown model. To the rule book. So I couldn't find a rule that says otherwise. So yeah, I got slammed. And now he's knocked down as well. So all of these guys are knocked down.
Awesome.
You get your 3 dice damage at crazy high POW against him.
Yep, so this is POW 13.
POW 13, and that's armor 17, so dice minus 4. That's going to do 5. That will kill him. Dead.
Awesome.
Alright, and then you've got a POW 9 against him. Dice minus 8, nothing.
Nothing.
But he's still knocked down.
And then the stone bearers are going to walk up all the way to there, trying to get the biggest range we can, and then we're going to spend a fury to activate our ability, giving everybody within 4 plus the amount of fury we have. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4.
So everyone within 8?
8. So everybody over here will have +2 defense.
Armor.
Armor, yep, it's my bad.
Alright, and then what about your warriors?
Yeah, them. That's a good point. So these two are going to stand up.
Okay, forfeiting their movement or action?
Action.
Okay, and then they're going to move?
Yep.
Cool, we'll see where.
So that guy landing there. These guys going to engage the jack.
Alrighty. So starting my turn, I get my 7 focus back, paying 1 to upkeep Ignite, and then I have the power up for both these 2 jacks here. So I'm going to let them get that. And the first thing I'm going to activate is actually going to be... It's probably going to be these guys here. I'm going to have the 2 that are knocked down forfeit their action to stand up. So they both get up. And I'm going to have this guy just kind of... Well, I know where he's going. He's going to go over here and engage this guy.
Okay.
So he's going to go there. This guy is going to move right up to here and engage your bouncer because he's got a 2-inch reach. This guy is going to move up to right here and try to engage your bouncer with a 2-inch reach. I don't think I have it there. And then my knockdown guy is just going to move over here so that we can maintain the control range for everybody. And going to do the 1 attack here on the bouncer.
Okay.
So looking for a 5 to hit. No. Uh-oh.
All right.
Next up, the choir is going to activate. They're actually going to move up to here, right here, and then the rest are just kind of
Pile in behind them.
pretty much just trying to get right in that zone. And they're going to put battle on the jacks, giving them +2 to their attack and damage rolls.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Then my Repenter is going to move to here and swing at your bouncer. So looking for a 4 to hit here. That's definitely going to hit. And
So I am base defense, or armor, sorry, 17 with the bouncer.
so you go up to 19. Now I
With
have a
the
chain
shield.
weapon. I ignore the shield.
But I do have the rock,
Yeah.
so
you're at 19.
19.
Alright, well this is going to be dice minus 4, because I'm POW 13, but I have battle putting me up to 15. So dice minus 4 here. That does 1 damage to your 4. Buying a second attack with that. Again, looking for a 4 to hit. Got it. And dice minus 5. 1 to the 4 again.
Okay.
The book's just going to move up to right here, and again give all of my errants the continuous fire.
Yup.
And then my errants are going to move around a little bit and try and do some damage. So he's going to go here. You have a 2-inch reach with the Axer, so I can very easily just move over to here and stay within that reach. He's going to move up to the Axer. Going to move around like so, just a little bit.
Just trying to get as many attacks as you possibly can on these guys.
Yeah, that's the idea. So just getting right in there. And then the last one here is just going to kind of move right there. So starting off with a swing right here, I need a 5 to hit. Got it. And this is going to be POW 9 against your armor.
Those are the Fen Blades, so they are armor 14.
Right, so
and they are not in
they're not
range.
within the Cradle Stone. So
Yeah.
dice minus 5. That's going to do, yeah.
As long as it does 1. Oh wait, I
You
have
have a
a
tough
tough.
check.
Just gonna grab this dice here and see if we make it, which we don't. So yep, he's gone.
Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 guys on the Axer there. So he's defense 12 as well.
Yep.
Looking for that 5. Getting it with a 7. And your armor is
17 on the Axer.
dice minus 8. I'm a weapon master. So that's going to do 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 to your 2. Then the next one, miss. Then this one will hit. Again, dice minus 8. That's going to do 1 to your 2. And the last one hits. And again, looking for that dice minus 8. Show me a bunch of 6s here. There we go.
Oh.
6 to your 1.
And that takes out the Axer's mind. So now he only has his spirit left. But he's also outside of control range. So we'll see what happens.
My Seneschal is going to just walk over to the half-inch here. Pre-measured that to make sure I can do it. And he's going to swing at this guy. And looking for that magical... Actually, yeah, I'm looking for a 4 to hit. Got it. And this is going to be POW 9. So I'm looking for your armor 16.
Yep.
So looking for a...
Oh, sorry. These guys are armor 14.
14. Oh, okay. So I'm looking for dice minus... I'm looking for basically a 6 to kill. Or force a tough. And I got it with a 7.
All right. I'll take a dice to roll a tough.
Don't you roll it.
How tough am I?
Not that
Not tough enough.
So he's gone.
Leaving one guy, which we still need to field promote, but we'll do that off camera.
Next up, my Revenger is going to attack your Bouncer.
Okay.
So, starting off with the Halberd here, I'm at 8, so I'm looking for 4 to hit. Got it, barely. And this is POW 15, so dice minus...
I am defense 22.
So dice...
Right? That makes... No. I am defense 21. Sorry.
Armor 21.
Yeah.
So dice minus 6. 2 to your 1. And then I'm going to swing with my Repulsor Shield. That's going to hit with a 7. This is going to be dice minus 10. Nope, sorry, dice minus 8. Nothing.
Any more attacks to buy?
Thinking about it, just give me 1 sec here. Now when I hit you with Repulsor Shield, it does push you 1 inch away, so you are now 1.5 inches away from me.
Do you follow up, or is that it?
Nope, it's just a Repulsor Shield trick, so I basically, if I hit you with the shield, or if you hit me when I'm standing, I can push you away. But I'm also able to swing with my Halberd again, so I'm gonna...
Yep, with that reach.
So, that's gonna hit. And again, dice minus...
6?
Yep. 1 to your 5. Then my Hierophant's gonna move right here, and put Harmonious... Oop, right there. Put Harmonious Exaltation on my caster again, so my next spell costs 1 less. Then my caster is going to walk right up to here, and I'm going to pop my feat. The feat itself is actually called Raging Inferno, and when an enemy model suffers fire damage well within my control range, add an additional die to the damage roll. Additionally, fire's continued effects that affect enemy models in my control range cannot expire. This will last for 1 round. So, good times right there. And now that that's done, I'm going to fire off my 10-inch spray. And I want to target the middle guy there. I'm going over my own models, but they're all immune to fire. So I'm going to go over my middle guy here, and I should be able to get the Mauler and the Bouncer as well.
Yep, you can definitely see it on the camera, and there's even that one unit guy right in there. You can see him.
Okay.
So yeah, all 3.
All 3. Sweet. So, gotta start off against the Mauler. He's defense...
The Mauler is defense 12.
Okay, I need a 6. I'm gonna boost to hit, because I don't want this to miss. So looking for that 6. Got it. And you're currently armor 20 with him?
He is, yes.
Okay, so I got 3 dice damage thanks to my feat. Gonna spend 1 to boost it, because that's an additional die, not that. not a boosted one. So this is 4 dice minus 7. 5, 6, 7. That's going to do 4 to your 4. Then the defense on this guy.
That guy. So he is one of the champions, and therefore he is defense 12.
Okay, looking for a 6 again. No. And then against your bouncer, gonna boost it. There we go, there's the hit. 3 dice damage, or pardon me, 3 dice damage, boosting it to make it 4 dice damage.
Armor 21.
Armor 21, so this is gonna be dice minus 8 on 4 dice. Ooh!
Wow, wow.
So there's 8 to your 3. And I'm gonna camp to 1 focus, kind of regretting not using it to boost that attack on the middle guy, but oh well, I'll live. But that's gonna be the end of my turn.
That was a pretty good turn for you, and I mean, we're about to see what it does at the beginning of my turn.
Yep. So, start of your maintenance phase, none of the fire goes out, so we've got the Axer's on fire, your Mauler's on fire, the Bouncer's on fire.
I believe these 2 guys are still on fire from last turn.
Yep, they're still on fire.
Or one of them was put out, I believe. Do you remember?
I don't remember which will roll off for that one.
Yep, well, we'll go back and check the clips, and I'll
Yep.
make sure. I should have probably made a better note of that, but fortunately, camera, it is viewable. English is good.
I think it was this guy, because it was the one on the far side there.
Yeah, actually, you are right.
Yeah, so we'll do that one for him first. It's a POW 12, 3 dice damage against him. And there's 7, so 7, 8, 9. And he's armor 16, so that's 4 damage.
Okay.
Or sorry, that's 3 damage. Then going over to the Bouncer. This is POW 12 against your armor 19, because the stone only lasts for, I think, your turn. That's probably the round, but it's the start of your turn, so...
Yeah, I'll just gonna grab that card to take a peek, but I'm pretty sure...
Let's say it lasts for a round. Yep, so at the start of your turn, that's gone, so he's back down to armor 19, so this is dice minus 7.
Ooh!
Wow, that's 10 to your 1.
That's gonna do something good to him. That is enough to kill him.
Alright, and do you want to Reave the Fury?
That is a good question. So, if I do take it back, that means the Mauler is going to Frenzy.
Yeah, which means if he frenzies, you're not going to be able to use him. If he doesn't frenzy, he's not going to be able to do very much because you can't buy any more attacks with him.
Yep. So, we're just going to have to let this dissipate and be down 1 Fury this turn, unfortunately.
Dice minus 6 against the Mauler. That's going to do 3?
3?
3 to the 3. And minus 5 against the Axer. That's going to do 8 to the 5.
Nice. Which is enough to kill him. And everything just goes away. Because he's not in my control area, and he was going to frenzy anyway. So
going on to the maintenance phase.
So I'm going to leech this back.
Actually, no, we still have the control phase. We have your vengeance move.
Actually, yes, vengeance move. So he will not move.
Alright.
And just make an attack.
Alright, so 1 basic attack going against my Incinerator there.
Yep.
Incinerator is defense 11, armor 17.
And I am at 6.
Okay. Shot for 5, you got it. And POW
12.
So dice minus 5.
Big numbers.
3 damage.
And now we'll go to the maintenance phase and pull all this back. Or in the control phase, sorry. Pull all this back. So now we're 1 less, so we are going to reave one of the...
Spirit Bonds?
Yep. Okay. The Spirit Bond Fury, pulling me back up to 6.
Alrighty.
And I am paying the 1 to upkeep Pulverize onto the Mauler. So we're going to start off by activating the what is he again? Warlock, there we go. I was going to call him a Warcaster, but I got it right this time, guys. So he's first off, he's going to walk up to there, and then he's going to use 3 and drop the AoE on this guy's head again.
Okay. And for that 6, got it. That's an AoE 4, so you're going to knock down
Oh, sorry for shaking hands.
Okay, so that's gonna knock down 3 guys. It's gonna knock down that one, and him.
Not this guy?
No, let's just double check. No, just out.
Okay.
And a power 14 against my Revenger, and he is armor 19, so dice minus 5. This guy do 6 to the 6. Nice.
Awesome.
Then dice minus 10 against my Repenter. I don't remember the name there. Nope. And then dice minus 10 against the Incinerator. 2 dice. Nothing.
Then he's going to cast the Mauler's Animus, which is Rage, and put it on the Impaler over here, giving him +3 strength for the turn.
How much does that cost?
That costs 2.
Right.
And then finally we are going to feat. And my feat for Ragnar is Stone's Fortitude. So when an enemy model makes a damage roll against a friendly faction model in Ragnar's control area, the enemy model rolls 1 less dice. Stone Fortitude lasts for 1 round.
Alright.
So then we're going to activate the Impaler over here, who's going to stand still to get his aiming bonus and throw his spear into that guy standing right there.
Alright, throwing it at my Ravager.
Yep.
So Ravager is defense 5 right now because he's knocked down, so anything but Snake Eyes will hit.
We will boost just to try to get the crit effect off. Nope.
No, not quite. Alright, and this is going to be POW...
Normally it is POW 13, but we do have Rage up, so it'll be POW 16.
Okay, so that's going to be dice minus 3 for damage.
We'll go for the boost as well.
So boosting it.
And
that's going to do... Oh! It's going to do 9 to the 4. That will break his right arm.
we are going to attack with the last Fen Blade, just to get it out of the way.
Okay. Looking for that 5. That's
Getting
gonna
it.
hit. And you were POW
13?
dice minus...
Or, sorry, 12 maybe?
I think it was 12, so it's dice minus 5.
Yeah. No! So now we're going to activate these guys here. And they're going to make a charge action. So, charging here.
Not quite 3 inches. Especially when you start pushing the model around.
Whoa. Do I need to have 3 inches to get the bonus, right?
Yep.
Hmm.
I don't think you're going to get it with him.
No, I don't think I'll get it with anyone except for the guy in the back there.
Okay. Well, might as well just do your regular movement then.
Yeah. So to there. That guy's already in base. And this guy, do you think he can make a 3-inch charge if we charge far to the back or no?
Yeah.
So to there.
Remember, you can turn too. So you
Yep.
can, yeah. Yeah, I'll say yes. Starting off with the charging guy, Mat 7 in the back arc, looking for a 3 to hit. That's going to hit. And 4 dice damage because you are a charging weapon master. Your POW
11.
was going to be dice minus 6. And that's going to do 6 to the 4. And we got the guy who didn't charge, so it's the same one. He needs a 5 to hit. No.
No, darn.
And then the other guy right here, he needs a 4 to hit.
Getting
Hit
it.
that one. And power 11 against armor 17, so the dice minus 6. Nothing.
No.
So that's it. Correction, you missed the second attack on that one. He's knocked down, so you automatically hit.
Oh, yeah, actually,
So-
sorry. They all actually have 2 attacks.
Yeah. So going back to the one who charged here, getting the automatic hit. So this is going to be dice minus 6. Does 1 to the 2. And then you get 2 attacks from the other guy there.
Yep.
So the first one automatically hits minus 6. That's going to do 1 to the 2. And then the second attack from him. Nothing.
Nothing.
Against Incinerator, you do have to roll to hit this one.
Okay. Was it 4?
Yep.
Which we got.
And then, no, 3 dice. You don't need no columns.
Oh, right.
And this is dice minus 6. 4, 5, 6, 3 damage. So after that, my Revenger, nope, not my Revenger, my Repenter, has both his, or probably has his, I've got them mixed up all over the place here. No, he's still good. So I thought for a second that his right arm was broken, but it's not. Or his left arm was broken.
And we're going to activate these stone bears next. We're going to walk them all the way up to the wall. He's gonna go that way actually. And then we're going to spend one of our fury.
So now you have a 7-inch bubble.
Yes, sir.
Then the mauler.
Yep, now the mauler is, again, gonna do something I don't want to do. And he's going to leave this guy's front arc to make a charge.
Okay.
Or, no.
Just a walk.
Yeah, just a walk.
So that will trigger
To there.
3 strike.
Yep.
I need a 3 to hit. That's gonna hit, but no critical effect, sadly. And then it's 4 dice damage, but -1 because your feet is up. So 3 dice at your armor 20 right now.
Yep, because of the stones.
So -8. Does nothing.
Whew. And now that we're in contact, we're gonna use 2 fury and cast rage, giving us +3 strength. Alec.
And then making some attacks. So which one do you want to attack first?
We will go for this guy here.
Okay, automatically hits. So this is going to be POW. What's the POW of this?
Yeah, so 16 base plus 2 for pulverize,
So-
and +3 for rage.
So dice +4, 3 dice damage you didn't charge. Or sorry, 2 dice
Oh,
damage
yeah.
you didn't charge. So that's going to be 11 to the 4, he's dead. Boop. Come here, you. And then your other attack on the other guy. So this is going to be dice +2, because I still got my shield up.
Yep.
And that's going to do 9.
7, 8, 9 to the 2.
9 to the 2, that's him dead too.
And now we need some extra fury on the board because our caster has none and we only have 2 sitting there. So first we're gonna cast, or let him regenerate. And so he's gonna heal D3,
3 points.
healing 3, and we'll do that again as well, just to get him up to
You can only
4.
do that once per turn.
Is that a thing? Once per activation. You're correct, so he's gonna rile for 1 then.
Alright, so you're up to 4. Start my turn, I'm getting my 7 focus back, spending 1 to upkeep emulate, and I think I have a very good idea of what I'm going to be doing. Starting off, my Knight Seneschal is going to charge into the back arc of your...
Fenblade.
Yep. So looking for anything with snake eyes to hit. That's going to do it. And this is going to be 4 dice damage. Am I in your feet? Probably, so it's going to be 3 dice damage. POW 9, so I need a 6 to meet your 15 or your armor 14?
They are armor 14.
Okay, so I need a 6. And I got it, so that's a tough check.
Is he tough? Oh. And he's gone. So that's all the Fenblades taken out.
Next up is the choir. They're all actually just going to back up a little bit. Just kind of get out of the way. With your feet up, they're not strong enough to do any damage to anything. And I don't want them to block me from some charges that I want to pull off. Next what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate my Incinerators. He is going to forfeit his movement to stand up. And the rest are going to receive a run charge order. So this guy, for starters, is going to charge to here. And on this angle, across the base to here, can make that charge. Now, normally he'd turn and then face at the end, but he's going to charge right there. 2-inch reach on you.
Oh yeah.
Then I'm going to have this guy. I actually want to confirm that I can reach this distance because it's a 9-inch threat range. So if I have the arc on you, which I have the arc on your caster, so 4, 5, 6, 7-inch charge will definitely get me enough to go after your caster. So I'm going to go like this to here and avoid going over that wall. Perfect.
Darn.
Right to there. And confirming everybody's still in the control range of my main guy there. Perfect. So, first attack right here, going into that guy. His defense is
12.
So I need a 5 to hit, I think. They are at 7, so yeah, I need a 5 to hit. So first swing. No. Good thing I have this guy here, swinging. No. Uh-oh. This is not going well.
Awesome.
Here. There we go. That's the hit I was looking for. And Weapon Master with a charge under your
-1.
feet. And they are POW 12 against your armor
16.
So dice -4. That's going to do 4 damage. And this guy's currently on fire. Then going after your caster. What's your caster's defense? 15, probably?
He is sitting over here. 14.
14, okay. Need a 7 to hit him. No, that's a terrible roll. Okay.
This guy actually only took 2 damage because the stone is up. So, and he is within the 7-inch range.
Hero Fint's going to do Harmonious Exaltation on my caster, Malachus, and then Malachus is going to activate and do a... Let's do a Scourge. So, going to cost me 3. Ooh, that's 4. Going to cost me 3. There we go. There we go. 3. Range 8 going after your Mauler. So you are in range there. And your defense on the Mauler is 12?
Yep.
So I need a 6 to hit. I'm going to boost this because I want it to hit. And got it. So it's an AoE 3. So
any crit?
No crit effect, but it does knock down all 3 of you.
Okay.
And then you suffer a POW 13. I'm going to boost the damage, so I can actually roll 2 dice for this.
Yep, and I am armor 20.
Alright, so that's going to be dice minus 7. See if it actually does anything. Hey! There's 3 damage to your 6. And the blast damage with 1 dice is not going to hurt your other guys. And then I'm going to do a Flamer aiming for your Impaler, which will cover those 2 guys right there.
Yep.
So since you're knocked down, just need to not roll double ones. So on the Mauler, not double ones, 1 dice damage at POW 13 can't hurt you. And not double ones on him. Got him. I just wanted to light him on fire. What's his armor though?
They are armor base 16, so he's at armor 18.
So those are going to be dice minus 5. A 6 will do 1 damage? No. Okay. Then these guys are going to move around like so. And just get in really annoying positions.
Of course.
Because we can.
Yep.
Lastly, the book is going to move up. I believe it's 5. So that's enough to get me right up to here. And the book is going to say no magic. So if you're within 10 inches of the book, you cannot cast a spell.
10 inches?
Within 10. So that means your caster can't cast spells.
Well, that's not cool.
And that's going to be the end of my turn.
So going on to my turn, let's see which fires go out, if any. So the Mauler first, on a 1 or a 2. Hey, awesome. And the champion right there, 1 or 2, 4. So it does not go out.
So he's armor 16?
Armor 18. Oh, nope, because that spell is no longer in effect. So yep, 16.
Dice minus 4. Nothing.
That was
a 3.
3. Awesome.
You got that guy right there.
So 1 or 2, 5. It does not go out.
Dice minus 4. He dead. Oh, tough check actually. You got a tough check with him.
Come on. Yes.
Yeah, you got it. But now he's knocked down.
With the fire effects all done, we are going to leech Fury back. So we get 2 back from the Impaler and 4 back from the Mauler over here.
And you want to force the Mauler to stand up?
Yep, so we will spend 1 to force...
Nope, it's the Beast forces 1.
Oh, the Beast forces 1? Okay.
Yeah, so he'll just... Nope.
Well, yeah, I'm going to pull 1 from him. But then we are going to spend the 1 to upkeep Pulverizer onto the Impaler over here.
Okay.
I did realize now that I did cast it on him and it would have expired on the Mauler because it is an upkeep, so you can only have 1 active at a time. But
it didn't make a difference.
I still would have.
You socked my poor little jacks into it.
I still would have destroyed those jacks. So hopefully with the numbers it didn't make too big of a issue. All right, so we're gonna start. Okay. First of all, this belongs to the caster. Before I get that confused, we're gonna start with the stone throwery guys, or the stone carriers. Yep. So the stone is gonna move to here. It's gonna have these 2 follow up with it, and then these 2 are going to come this way and engage that guy.
Cool. 5 looking for a 6 to hit. No.
And the other one? No.
Uh-oh.
But they are going to use 1 Fury and cast their stone aura. So now I'm going to go with my caster and just move him right in, which should just put him in, yep, an inch to attack with. And now we're going to make attacks against this guy.
Okay.
So we are at 6.
Looking for a 5. No.
Whale will buy an attack.
Okay, looking for that 5.
There we go.
Is. And your POW?
14.
Dice -3. That'll kill him.
There we go. Took a little more than we were hoping to use, but and we're gonna drop some focus or fury from the caster. I'm just trying to calculate how much I need, but that the book non-magical attacks in the control area, or the no magical attacks, is just crazy. Because now I think I'm discarding 3 fury from my caster for not a really good reason, because I just can't cast anything. Never mind. He's just gonna give it to the stone carrier guys, because that makes way more sense.
Next up, activating the champions.
Yep, the champions, they're all gonna forfeit their movement to stand up.
Even the guy in the back?
Oh yeah, sorry, he'll forfeit his attack, and then the other guys will do their movement.
Okay, so you want to move him?
Yeah, we will move him. His 5. Actually, our control is here, so we have to stay within that. We're just gonna go up and also engage him.
Okay.
Just getting in that control area as well. Oops, goes like that.
Attacking with the one who forfeited his movement, going into my incinerator.
Yep.
Alright, and you're Matt.
On the champions, they are Matt 7.
Looking for a 4. That's gonna hit. 3 dice damage. POW.
10, or 11, sorry.
Dice -6. That's gonna do 5. That'll kill him.
Awesome. Didn't even need a second attack.
Alright, and then you got this guy over here.
Yep, same thing.
Yep, looking for
4.
4, got it. Dice -6. That's gonna do 1 damage. So he now has 1 damage on him.
And
Second attack will hit. And -6. Yeah, he dead.
there we go.
Boop.
Next up, the Impaler's gonna go, and he's gonna cast Farsight on himself because he is outside of control of the book, fortunately. And then he's going to walk his 5 over to there. And now he's going to throw his spear into the caster.
Alright. Gonna boost it?
I am, what are we at base right now? With my mat of 5.
You need a 9 to hit.
Yeah, we'll boost that, of course.
So 3 dice, looking for a 9, hoping for a crit.
No crit,
And you got it. So that'll hit. How 13?
13 plus 2 for pulverize.
So dice -1 for damage.
Yeah, we'll boost it. Let's just count the fury for a second. Yep. Yeah, we'll boost.
Okay. That's gonna do 11. Leaving my caster with 7 boxes. Lastly, we have the Mauler.
He's going to charge
Charge.
that guy.
Okay. Just,
Going
yeah.
straight, but the arms are having a problem.
Here, I'll just turn this guy so he fits. There you go.
There. Right there.
So we just straight in. Going for the charge. My Barrett is defense 12.
And my mat of 6, so needing a 6.
That's gonna hit, and he's just dead.
Okay.
But I'm
Power
going.
16.
I don't want you to get the chain attack, so I'm just gonna let him die. Next.
And yep, now we're gonna use the other meaty fist onto that guy.
Okay.
And what do we need to hit him?
He's defense 11, so.
So 5.
Yep. Got
Getting it.
And this is
Power 16.
dice -1.
So
That's
there we
gonna
go.
do it. He's dead. Come here, you.
There.
Start of my turn. I'm in a tough spot right now, so I'm going to get all my focus back. Spend 1 to upkeep Emulate right there.
Okay.
And I think one of the first things I'm going to do is take the book. Oops. Just take the book and back him up just about here.
Just charge him right into my mauler.
No, I'm just going to back him up. Right,
Darn.
Right about there. That makes me happy. Right there. So yeah, we'll just back him up to right there. And I'm going to have him say no magic again.
Yeah.
That seems like a safe bet.
Yeah, I hate that.
Then I'm going to Harmonious Exaltation on Malachus. And then Malachus is going to spend 4 to boost it and do a Scourge on that guy. So I need a 6 to hit. And I got it, so
Yep.
everybody's knocked down. He's going to suffer a POW 13, so he's got armor 18 right now?
For that guy right there?
For the champion.
Yep. Base 16 plus the 2.
Okay, so this is going to be dice -5. And that's 3 damage. I think that was on A, who already has some damage on
That
him.
is on D. I gotta check his card.
Okay.
And that was enough to take him out.
Alrighty. Then I'm going to do my 10-inch spray. I mean, if you're a caster, but this is going to go over your Mauler and the other champion.
Yep.
So
Lighting them on fire.
Yep. So going on the Mauler here, he's knocked down, so that's going to hit.
Whoa.
Wow, that hits.
Yeah, it does.
But he's also armor 20, right?
Yep.
So this is dice -7. That does
1
1 to your 1.
1.
One thing we did forget though is that he has snacking and he killed 2 living models, so you're going to get to heal 2 D3 damage. So that's 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage, but still takes the 1 from the breath weapon.
Then going up against this guy, looking for a 6 to hit. No, that's going to miss.
Awesome.
No.
So is he still on fire, or?
No, I have to hit to cause fire, but he is on fire.
Perfect. Okay. Well, that's not perfect, but I can deal with that.
Okay. Next, I'm going to activate the choir, and they're actually going to receive a run charge order against this guy right here. And they have a 2-inch reach, so they're literally just going to go like this.
Try to loop all the way around.
For the most part, yeah. Just
surround and kill.
That's the hope. There.
If you come within 1 inch of him, you're engaging.
Him?
Yep.
He's knocked down.
You are indeed correct.
So, right like that. There we go. So I've got 6 guys automatically hitting with a charge attack. So he's armor
20.
He's armor 20?
Oh, sorry, 18.
18. So this is going to be dice -12. So first one. Wow, actually did some damage. 1 damage to your 4.
On the
Oh, on him.
Yeah.
So sorry, that's 1 damage.
Which one is that? I can't see the number.
It is B. And B only had 1 box left anyway, so he's dead. Next up, all of my errants are going to receive a run charge order, and they're all going to try and charge into this Mauler. I'm going to put them as close as I can. The hand kind of gets in the way a little bit here.
Yeah, I have noticed that while playing this game, that is a little bit of an awkward model. But it's been doing amazing.
And the shoulder will let me get in here. And then these 2 are going to charge
the champion.
Like so. So going up against this guy, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks, 4 dice damage each at -9. So the first one, that's going to do 4 damage to the 6. Then the next one, oh, there we go. That's going to do 10 to the 1. The third one is going to do.
Can you stop?
8 to the 4. And the last one is going to do.
No.
10 to the 6.
I don't know if he can live through that. And because of Quark's amazing rolling, he cannot stand up to that. And Caster is going to take this. 2. Onto himself.
Then 5s to hit here. First one will hit. 4 dice damage at POW 11. So this is dice -5. Is your armor 16?
Yep.
Dice minus
armor 18.
So dice -7. Oh, okay. Well, there's that.
Where was that against my Mauler?
Second attack. Hits. And that's. There we go. So 11 and you're 18?
18.
So that's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage to him. So that's a tough check.
All right, buddy. Make it. No, he's gone. And that's that whole unit. Oh no. Leaving me with just the Impaler, the Caster, and the Stone Carrier guys. Well.
Lastly, my Seneschal is going to charge your Stone Carrier.
Okay.
Is that your defense?
Their defense is 12.
Alright, so starting off with my crossbow shot, need a 5 to hit. That's definitely gonna hit.
20.
And this is, what's your armor?
Base, they are armor 13, so 15 with their ability.
Okay, dice -5. That's gonna do 2 damage.
So I do have a tough check.
And you made it.
I do make it.
So you're knocked down, which means this is gonna be an automatic hit in melee. 4 dice damage at POW 9. No tough check.
And we will use that cool ability, which is self-sacrifice, and kill this guy.
Alright. And at the end of all of this, you have no one in the zone, so I will score another point, putting me up to 2 as we go into Colin's next turn.
And we're going to take these 3 Fury back, putting me up to my total of 6, and we'll, of course, use 1 and upkeep Pulverizer. So, we're kind of in a really bad position, and I think my only way out of this is to attempt to kill Cork's caster. So we're going to go for it. And we're going to use 3 and cast Shockwave.
Range 10.
Onto that guy's head right there.
On him, okay. So he is defense, I forget, 12. And you're going to need a 6 to hit.
We'll boost this.
Okay.
I don't really want to, but I really need this to hit.
Looking for that 6. Definitely got it. So it's an AoE 4.
Yep.
So it's going to knock down these 4 guys here. POW 13?
14.
POW 14. Don't roll double ones. And you got him. Sack pawn.
Of course.
And then you got blast damage on these guys at 7, so you need a 10.
Got it.
Sack pawn. And on him. Nope.
No.
And on him. No.
Almost.
Okay, so they're all just knocked down. Next up.
The Impaler's gonna go. Walk to the 8-inch range of my throwing spear.
Okay. You might be within 2-inch reach of my choir member there. So Colin adjusted his position. He's outside of the melee arc. And now he's going to throw a spear
Yep.
at my caster. Caster is currently defense 14. So you need a...
We're boosting it because we need it.
That's going to hit.
Got it with a crit.
Uh-oh.
So you're being pushed back. Just 1 inch.
So 1 inch back.
Darn. Couldn't have slammed
down.
into your Hierophant.
Nope. And this is POW 13 against my armor 16, so dice minus 3.
Boosting.
Yep.
You said POW 15, right? Because I do have Pulverizer?
Yep. So it's dice minus 1. And that's going to do...
8.
8. I'm going to spend 1 and make it only do 3. So down to 3 and...
Yeah, with that attempt, I knew that you had enough to transfer 10 damage, and I was just kind of hoping for the push into the Hierophant to add some extra damage there. But yeah, so with that, I'm pretty sure I'm going to concede.
Alright.
As you are just going to...
you can walk your stone
I can walk
in there.
everything into the zone to try to protect it, but you will just... You have enough of the striking power just to annihilate them all and take the 3rd point for the win without even having to kill my caster.
Exactly. Alright, sir. Very good game. Awkward left-handed handshake.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. Now...
I'm gonna go tell my mom I won. So, all in all, Colin, what do you think of Trollbloods? This was your first time playing them? Second time?
This was definitely, like, I did play the battle box with the trolls, but this is, I guess, the first real game I've had with them. And it's, I mean, I noticed a lot of things. A lot of mistakes as I was doing it, so I apologize for any Trolls players watching this cringing. This is definitely, I'm definitely learning this faction. These are Steve's models, actually, and he's being nice enough to allow me to play with them and learn them a little bit. So, what I would have to say is, I actually really like Ragnar. Still not quite sure. Ragnar.
I thought you would have said you love the Impaler. That thing's
okay. Well,
dumb.
yes, that is awesome. Like that model's awesome. The only thing about the caster I'm finding is I reach awkward situations where I would like him to have some sort of killy ability, some kind of spell that does.
He's super survivable, but he has no.
Oh yeah, punch. Exactly. And I mean, he does have a really awesome weapon that can, on a critical, can drop an AOE. But for this exact game, there was no real opportunities for me to get him into a safe situation to get into combat without just getting gang beaten by Quirk's models in the next turn. Because you spread it to a very large.
Yeah, I brought a lot of infantry heavy units.
Yep.
And it cost me the points in the long run, but they're super squishy. Like you saw, you hit one.
Yeah. As soon as I started hitting them, and I mean, had you. I mean, I think it comes down to one of the biggest mistakes was trying to go for that Axer move. I mean, if it paid off.
Yeah, if I had missed the attack or hadn't hurt you that well, then yeah, I would have lost the entire
even
unit.
1 less damage just so my body wasn't taken out. He would have done some serious work against those crossbow guys, which would have really, like, I mean, you can see you 4 left. I mean, I was attacking more than 4 in just that turn. Yeah. So that would have been significant, and maybe he wouldn't have died. Now, another thing I figured is I thought I feeded a turn too late, but it turns out I think I feeded on the right turn.
You did a feat at a wonderful turn there. It shut me down completely. Like, I was going to try and attack you. I was like, I can't hurt you. Like, the one dice, unless I'm charging you with the Weapon Masters, I'm not going to get any benefit out of it, so I didn't even bother.
And even the Weapon Masters charging, say, my Mauler. 4 dice -1, and then armor 20. Yeah, like the Stone Bearers, awesome. Very good use of points.
What did you think of my feat when I'm just like, I lit enough stuff on fire. Here's my feat.
Just the constant fire. It is just atrocious. Like you know, you can only deal with that so many times before you just start to slowly whittle down each model, and then you know, you can walk into base contact with 2 guys and take them out. Yeah. So the continuous fire, it's really cool ability, really awesome, and just rolling 4 dice is just
4 dice is amazing.
Just
3
gross.
Dice
and the fact that it avoids my +2 from the stones is, like, that's really cool just by itself there.
It's a neat little trick there.
Yeah, because and even if I had feated, I wouldn't have been able to use that ability onto my feet, because that round would have ended. Yep. So, very interesting game, I think.
Yeah, definitely a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. As always, leave comments below to let us know what you thought of the game. If you happen to notice any rules errors that we didn't correct, please leave a comment in the comment section below so that we can correct for future battle reports. And otherwise, guys, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, happy wargaming. Vault members, don't forget to click the link below to see another battle report between Josh and myself. It's going to be 50 points of Crix against 50 points of Retribution. So it's going to be good times there. If you're not already a Vault member, go ahead and click that link anyway. You'll get access to a 7-day free trial where you get to see this battle report, as well as all the extra stuff that we have in the Vault, like beta tutorials, behind the scenes, open vaults, and just a ton of battle reports. So go ahead, click the link below. We'll see you in the Vault. Thanks for watching. Happy wargaming.